Could drones recharge themselves from common overhead power lines? Researchers from the University of Southern Denmark believe so.
Imagine in the future a small-sized drone, like half kilogram, can fly for half an hour autonomously around the railway lines, taking pictures, and then there is a computer scanning the pictures and finding the defects. This drone is going to land on a nearby power line, so can recharge and then fly again for another half an hour.
They've proposed an innovative adaptation that would allow drone to grip power lines. Once firmly attached, the drones could draw power from those lines. The approach could be reused whenever a drone runs low on power. If the technology works, it could solve a significant problem in drone development. Keeping drones flying on limited battery power has hampered the industry for years.
Space station. The station is assembled by robots using hexagonal panels. Its modules are then delivered into orbit, where drones arrange them into a massive spiral structure with a diameter of 1 mile. This design ensures constant absorption of sunlight. No hinges or moving parts are needed to capture the rays, as all moving components wear out over time. The station captures light at any angle across 360 degrees. The energy is then transmitted to Earth via high-frequency radio waves, which are received by a special ground-based receiver. This technology enables the generation and transmission of up to 1 gigawatt of power from space. It works regardless of whether it's day or night in that region of the planet, or whether the sky is cloudy or raining. Drones on the battlefield are no longer limited to delivering ammunition or monitoring enemies. A new collaborative innovation is designed for evacuating wounded soldiers. This drone, equipped with 6 propellers, features an elongated body with an internal compartment for transporting a person. It has a maximum payload capacity of 300 pounds and can fly up to 30 miles away from its control station. The end door is conveniently designed for loading stretchers. With its vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, the drone can land near the injured and immediately transport them to a hospital. The electric motors can be swapped for gasoline engines, extending the range to 215 miles. The drone fits into a 20-foot container and can be assembled by 2 soldiers in just 15 minutes. This development will enable faster evacuation of the wounded directly from the battlefield, ensuring they receive medical care promptly.
head of government sales at Elastair. Hi, Kyle. Thank you so much for joining me and talking all about Elastair. Fascinating company. And, most of my show talks about drones that are flying in the sky, but yours are, of course, tethered to the ground. And there are definitely advantages to having that kind of technology out in the world right now. First of all, can you define what a tethered drone is for people who may not know what it is?
Yeah, interesting concept, right? Jillian, thanks for having me. So tethered drones, right? The biggest problem that we're addressing, right, is the ability to fly for longer periods of time, right? So you think of your typical free flying drones, you're going to have anywhere from half an hour, maybe up to 45 minutes into an hour flight time. Got to come back down and land, change the batteries, do what you need to do. Tethered drone basically bypasses that with our own power and data source through the tether line. So it is not a dog leash, if you will. Although sometimes we get that joke, but that power cord, that tether, is for power and data to be able to go from your sensor through that tether into your tether station on the ground, and then from that out to your GCS or your laptop in our scenario.
So it's basically not just a string.
Correct.
It's got
Yeah,
much
yeah.
more capabilities. It's almost like a fiber cable.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's like it's almost like hardwiring your iPhone, right? For charging. It's, we're getting all that power and data through the cord to be able to keep it up for longer periods of time.
That's an excellent example about plugging your phone in. Now, what I love is that Elastair has been deployed in 60 different countries, 50,000 hours. Unreal to think that,
Yeah.
that the longevity that this kind of technology provides drones. It's a huge asset for public safety, for law enforcement, for surveillance of areas where concerts may be taking place or something. If people need to, if law enforcement or other organizers need to keep an eye on the crowds. So, talk with me about where else you plan on expanding.
Main expansion right now in the U.S. is definitely going to be federal and DoD agencies, which is one of the reasons I was brought on to Elastair, just to help build that portfolio. A ton of our business right now is local municipalities, whether it's your local sheriff's department, police department, DHS office, emergency services. And building off of that, where we see the next generation of Elastair products going is be able to, get on these platforms and be able to do things at scale, to be able to help more people at scale, whether it be the armed forces or, the U.S. border, or it could be, events like you talked about, things of that nature. Hopefully that paints a little bit better of a picture.